We've heard of sleeping with the fishes. We're about to fight with the fishes here at the Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got the...
There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teofimo Lopez. He won his titles at lightweight and junior welterweight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States, an electrifying 2-division champion of the world known as The Takeover.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Nice counter. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Which fighter will say no mas? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
You're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got a dummy shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Missing with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the split.
And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's a scoring blow. Catch and shoot. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dance right there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put him on the back foot, put him under pressure.
They missed with the jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Straight right just misses. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Those counter punches have to hurt. perfect counter lands. Nice counters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
It's a bad round, all right? But we don't care.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
There's the bell to start round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. And he just put Amir Khan down. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
A shot from the goal.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Good counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. There's a counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get back out there and win the round.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle, man. He's got to block him.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Good counter punching. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard's going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
I like it. I'm happy. Man.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They're both trying for a knockout. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Well done with that counter shot. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That left hook misses. That jab doesn't score. Unlucky to miss with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance without a doubt.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good.
Here we go in the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. That counter shot lands. Jab not finding its target. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Win the round on your jab and
There's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. They exchange punches. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. We'll score with that right uppercut. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Now breathe. Breathe.
And we enter the 8th round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
where did that come from? What a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The courage on display here is incredible. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges'